At the crossroads of the ancient world and the three continents of Europe, Asia, and Africa, between east and west, lies the great island of Crete, already famous in Homer's day as the land of 100 cities. Among them, over 3,000 years ago, the bustling cosmopolitan city of Eleftherna welcomed traders and travelers from all over the known world, and even offered a gift of land for those who wanted to stay. Here today, in a lush, natural setting and one of the most beautiful archaeological sites in the world. The Museum of Ancient Eleftherna is bringing an ancient civilization back to life, reflects and reveals the archaeological site around it, and to tell the story of ancient Eleftherna and its people, from its beginnings in late Neolithic times, through the turmoil of its growth during the Minoan era, through the Homeric period of the early Iron Age, and on through the classical, Roman, and Byzantine years. But the museum mainly focuses on Homer, our common heritage, since the excavations at Eleftherna's necropolis have confirmed the truth of Homer's portrayal of the ancient world, with its burial customs and funeral pyres, royal ladies and priestesses, and shows that descriptions from the Iliad and the Odyssey were not just poetic fancy. And to give our visitors a more personal experience of discovery, innovative and interactive exhibits with film and holograms creatively break the barriers of time. And because great storytelling involves more than just the mind, but the senses as well, there is a Homeric shield and other objects for blind visitors to touch. No, for all visitors to touch, to really grasp the reality of Homer's world. And because Homer belongs to the whole world and is part of a great unbroken chain of culture, artifacts from the museum's Homeric collection, shedding light on the poet's tales and times, are often loaned to some of the world's greatest museums in Canada, the US, and France for major exhibitions. These are some of the reasons that Eleftherna has been listed among the top 10 archaeological sites in the world. But a museum is not just a building with its spaces and its grounds, nor is it the sum of its galleries, display cases, 3D models, and films. And oddly enough, it's not even the artifacts and antiquities on display. A museum is the people behind the objects on display, the artists and craftsmen who long ago captured their society and its worldview. And it is also the people today who take the material remains of a civilization, its bones and artifacts, and through their talent and passion, help these bones and artifacts tell the story of a society and its people, and the people who visit as well. In a word, people are the museum. And the Museum of Eleftherna is as diverse and cosmopolitan today as the ancient city was thousands of years ago. Students and scholars, archaeologists and anthropologists, architects, historians and artists from every continent now study and work together at Eleftherna and its museum. And so, while much passes away and is forgotten, some things remain and speak to us through the museum.